In 1950, one of the greatest physicists who ever lived sat down for lunch with his colleagues. They were joking around, talking about a cartoon. And then he asked a question so simple that everyone at the table went quiet. Where is everybody? That question has never been answered. And the more you understand it, the more uncomfortable the silence becomes. Here's the thing that makes this so unsettling. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. Earth is only 4.5 billion years old, which means there are stars out there that are billions of years older than our sun, with planets that have had billions of extra years to develop life. If even one civilization in our galaxy developed space travel, even slow space travel, they could have spread across the entire Milky Way in about 2 million years. 2 million years sounds long, but on a cosmic scale, that is nothing. The dinosaurs lasted longer than that. So, if civilizations can exist and can spread, our galaxy might be absolutely full of them by now. We should be seeing signals, megastructures, something, and yet nothing, complete silence. That's the Fermi Paradox. Not a complicated question, not a theory, just a question that refuses to go away. Where is everybody? To really feel why this is so strange, you need to understand the numbers. There are an estimated 400 billion stars in the Milky Way alone. Astronomers now believe the majority of them have planets, and a significant portion of those planets sit in what we call the habitable zone. Not too hot, not too cold, where liquid water can exist. Liquid water is the single ingredient that seems to go hand in hand with life everywhere we look on Earth. Even in the most extreme environments, boiling vents at the bottom of the ocean, frozen lakes in Antarctica. Wherever there's water, there's life. So we are looking at potentially billions of habitable planets in just our galaxy out of 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. The number say life should be everywhere. The universe says otherwise. And scientists have been trying to explain that gap for over 70 years. Some of the explanations are reassuring, some of them are not. Let's start with the reassuring ones. Maybe we just haven't looked hard enough. We've only been seriously searching for signals from space for about 60 years. On a cosmic timeline, that's less than a blink. Our radio signals have only traveled about 100 light years from Earth. The Milky Way is 100,000 light years across. We've barely announced ourselves. Maybe civilizations are out there, but communications is just genuinely hard across those distances. A signal traveling from a civilization 10,000 light years away takes 10,000 years to arrive. By the time we hear it, they might be gone. Maybe life exists everywhere, but intelligence is the rare part. Earth had life for over 3 billion years before anything remotely intelligent appeared. Microbes are easy, brains are hard. Maybe advanced civilizations can exist, but they are not using radio waves. We are essentially listening for the cosmic equivalent of smoke signals. A civilization a million years ahead of us might be communicating in ways we can't even conceive of it, like trying to detect a Wi-Fi signal with a stick. But they are all possible. They are all reasonable, but none of them fully close the gap. Because here's where it stops being reassuring. There's a concept called the great filter. The idea is this: somewhere between the dead chemistry and a galaxy spanning civilization, there is a step so difficult, so unlikely, that almost nothing makes it through. A filter that almost everything fails. The question that should genuinely concern you is, where is that filter? If it's behind us, the hard part was getting from chemistry to the first living cell, or from single cells to complex life, then we got lucky. We are past it. The road ahead might be open, but if the filter is ahead of us, if the reason we don't see any advanced civilizations out there is because something kills them before they get far enough, then every civilization in history has hit that wall, and we are heading towards it. Nuclear weapons, climate change, artificial intelligence, engineered pandemics. Pick whichever one unsettles you most. Any of them could theoretically end a civilization before it reaches the stars. Maybe that's why the galaxy is quiet. Not because life is rare, but because something keeps ending it. I want to know which explanation you find most likely or most terrifying. The filter is behind us and we are the lucky ones, or the filter is ahead and we don't know it yet. Drop it in the comments. But there's one explanation that I think about more than any of the others, and it doesn't require any filters, no great disasters, no rare ingredients. It just requires one assumption about the nature of survival. It's called the dark forest hypothesis. hypothesis. Imagine the universe as a dark forest. Every civilization is a hunter, moving silently through the trees, armed, aware that the other hunters exist. In this forest, every civilization faces the same two problems. Resources are finite, and you can never fully know the intentions of another civilization you encounter. Even if they seem peaceful now, you can't know what they will want in 1,000 years when they are more powerful. You can't know if their idea of cooperation look anything like yours. What does a rational civilization do when it detects another one? It has two options: reveal itself and risk being eliminated by something more powerful, or eliminate the other civilization first before it becomes a threat. In the dark forest, the only survivors are the ones who stayed silent and eliminated anyone who didn't. This isn't science fiction. This is a logical framework built on game theory and the basic mechanics of survival. Some serious physicists consider it one of the most plausible explanations for the silence. And if it's true, it means the universe isn't empty. It means it's full of civilizations sitting completely still in the dark, not making a sound, because the ones who made the noise aren't around anymore. And here's a thought that should make you genuinely uncomfortable. In 1977, we sent the Voyager probe into space with a golden record containing music, greetings in 55 languages, and the exact location of Earth. We announced ourselves to whatever is out there. So, where does that leave us? Honestly, nobody knows. The Fermi Paradox is still unsolved. Every explanation has holes. The great filter might be behind us or ahead of us. The dark forest might be real, or it might just be a thought experiment that says more about human paranoia than cosmic reality. What we do know is this: we are here, one civilization on one planet, around one average star, and as far as we can tell, we are the only thing in the observable universe that has ever looked up and asked the question. That might mean we are alone, or it might mean we are just the ones who haven't been found yet. Enrico Fermi asked where everybody was over 70 years ago. The universe still hasn't answered, and maybe, just maybe, that silence is the answer. Subscribe if this kind of thing keeps you up at night, because the next video goes somewhere even scarier.